G'day, Manaia.
Good morning.
G'day, Meshi.
G'day, boys. Happy Tuesday.
Bit of apologies. Didn't have yesterday's podcast for various reasons. I blame overseas boomers
Oh, yeah.
for that. But look, one thing that we missed out yesterday, like waiting at the door like a lost child, was Matt Heath ready to talk F1.
Yeah, you nor I were here
Nah.
yesterday, G Lane. Well, at that time in the morning, and I did hear that Matty Heath was outside the door just waiting to come in.
Yeah, and just...
Tongue hanging out.
Yeah, there's nail scratch marks against the door there.
So he could talk about the strap on and everything else. But so he's left a multitude of voicemails via the talkback function, of which I walked into a couple of them while he was doing them.
Matt Heath's
F1 Corner. Hey, it's just Matt Heath here with another F1 Corner. Can I just say a big screw you to G Lane for not turning up on time, preventing me from doing the agenda properly and doing service to that final race of the year. Congratulations, Lando. Worthy winner. Oh, yeah. Max, still the best driver. I'll be back next year with the new regulations and a whole lot of F1 Corner to come. Screw you, G Lane. Love yous, fuck yous. Agendarati forever. Merry Christmas. Corner. Screw you, G Lane, for not turning up. But I also would like to, at this point, just walk back some of the comments about Oscar Piastri across the year. I think they were uncalled for.
Yeah.
Actually, G Lane's here.
Yeah, I'm here. Look, I think we need to retract quite a few of them, actually. I think we need to go back and
What's
expunge
going on
a few of those podcasts.
Yeah. You might ask why we're sending in talkbacks and not actually recording the pod. I'm not sure. We've lost Joe Jury.
We've lost the shape.
Yeah. Anyway, love yous, fuck yous.
Okay, right.
Actually, why were you so late for the podcast, G Lane?
I can only blame boomers. I'm blaming boomers and I'm blaming cruise ships. That's what I'm blaming.
So that the cruise ship got in the way of the ferry?
Yeah, correct. I sat in the harbour for half an hour.
Typical to move to the North Shore and Narrow Neck and have your port of leaving Devonport and then blame boomers. I mean, you've moved where the boomers are.
Yeah, but these are overseas boomers. These are foreign boomers that are messing with me now. So I've got boomers in my suburb, and now I'm getting... Here we go.
So a full pod on my own, just about their new regs for next year. Smaller cars and stuff, and you know where people are looking in terms of teams.
You can actually hear him
so you can get back to me on that.
So there you go. So...
he's in the supermarket.
Yeah, if you want that, get back to me on that.
No, he's scanning into a door. He's scanning into a
door.
Guys, he's scanning into a door.
I could do a 90-minute new regs pod. All right, love yous, fuck yous.
Can I just say about F1 Corner and just F1 sports in general? Start the cameras. I still have yet to hear anyone talk about an actual race. Anytime anyone's talking about motor games, it's never, what about when he overtook him on corner 3? It's always like, what tyres are they allowed to put on? Who said what on the radio?
Pit strategy.
Yeah, but it's never like the actual game or the race, you know what I mean? It's just, I don't know.
But is it because you're only around Windies now that talk about the drama of the sport and they're in it for the drama of the sport?
But are there Windies out there that talk about the sport itself?
Yeah, are there people that get together in a garage at 10 o'clock on a Friday night with a couple of beers and talk about how Piastri passed someone on the outside?
I reckon there is.
Yeah,
I reckon there is.
I hope there is. For the sake of the sport.
Even out in the office, Zoe Bush and
excuse me,
and Beck, they're hardcore. They talk about all that stuff. But
they just talk about how hot one of them is.
Yeah,
is it Lando Norris?
Yeah. And then there's Charles Leclerc, is the one that Matt's partner makes him dress up as. So he makes her get into Ferrari gear and stuff, so she can just.
He makes her get into that, or she makes him get into that?
She makes him into that.
Right. But is that more to do with the helmet?
Just the full helmet. Okay, well that's it. Well, good news for the Generati out there. No more F1 until February, I think.
Is that when it cranks back up?
Yeah, in Australia.
Short off season.
Aussie Open. February, March, maybe? Around then.
Man, a hell of a lot of sport cranks up around that time then.
Yeah.
Is that Super Rugby?
Yeah, and NRL.
League as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, live from the Sport Beer Garden studio, this is the agenda for Tuesday, the 9th of December. Time is flying.
The Agenda Podcast, the home of sporting nonsense and claptrap. Brought to you by Export Ultra.
On today's show, the West Indies are cowards, Steve Smith is a penis, Auckland FC is always the father of Wellington Phoenix, and so much more. Let's start with the cricket. G Lane, I owe you a massive apology. We thought the cricket was going to be over by about Thursday last week. It went till the end of Saturday.
Oh, yeah, no, you don't have to apologise because I was apologising to myself at that stage. I didn't think it would go that far.
You didn't roster Sunday, did you?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. And I don't think I should have.
No.
But
Shouldn't have had to.
I wouldn't have minded sitting and watching that dross if West Indies had won, and I would have watched a world record run chase.
Yeah.
Now,
Because there was 90 runs in the last session, is that right?
They
that.
were going at 3.5, just under 4 and over most of the day. They had a guy approaching 200. He
Years
Graves.
old.
Graves was like he was seeing it like a pumpkin.
Yeah, it was amazing.
And then the other end, of course, I mean, you did have a not a real bunny, but probably a classic number 8 at the other end. But now all they are is a part of a pretty unremarkable draw.
It'll never be remembered, that draw.
They could have been part of history.
Yeah.
And chased down 531.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like it was it was so doable because we had no bowlers.
Once Matt Henry went down.
Yeah, but we'd gassed Duffy, we'd gassed Folks.
Yeah.
We basically had 2 part-time spinners, and it was the opportune time to get into the record books and have a record-breaking 200.
Yeah.
Instead, they, like cowards, I don't know who's responsible for the call or what it was, they cowardly decided to block it out.
There must have been a decision with about 2-3 hours to go that someone ran out and said, hey guys, let's maybe
was that
park the bus, which is so strange.
Because it was a tea break. There was something that came out, and they only needed 100 off in the last session, which is so doable when we had no bowlers. Maybe it's the Bazball phenomenon than me but I just thought
you got to go for it.
Oh, you'd rather lose trying to win than draw trying to draw. I think that too. Otherwise, what the fuck are you really doing? What they were afraid of is, I guess, World Test Championship points.
No, because they're so far down the list.
So they got nothing to win.
No. And also, I mean, they were worried about the 3 number 11s that were coming in next.
Yeah, that's right.
Which I get.
But they're both in fine form.
This is the only time you're going to have this opportunity. You're right. I was on a romantic getaway, and I could only check the updates on Tribe.
Yeah.
And it was like Justin Graves is notably parked up and shut up shop. And so this is going to be a tough. They're playing for the draw here. And I was like, you fucking cowards.
I know. I don't know. Like, long term, it might work because they've absolutely torn the back out of our bowling attack. Because now we've got no Smith, we've got no Matt Henry, we've got no Mitchell Satnat. I think Blundell's out for this game as well.
Add to that, O'Rourke, Jameson.
Yeah,
we are depleted.
Duffy's just been given an extra day off because he is rooted.
Oh yeah, hopefully he's just basically been in an ice bath for 2 days. But then you got folks who looked good with the new ball, but once the ball got old, it was
still hooping. I feel like that was all you could ask of folks because that was his first test, right?
No, he played over in Zimbabwe.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
That was his first test.
Yeah.
Fuck that Zimbabwe game. And he was hooping it around. The ball was doing everything he wanted it to do. It was just, I think in, 10 test time, he'll be taking, because he looked likely in that first spell. He looked. With
a new pill on a green pitch. That's why. And also, I mean, looking back at it, we lost the toss and had to bat on a green seamer, and we actually did quite well to get 230.
Because they got 140 or something, didn't they? And then 167.
Yeah.
Yeah, the story of this one is just we were a bowler short once Matt Henry went down. Anytime you're bowling Ravindra 20-plus overs, something's gone wrong.
Well, and Bracewell 40-something overs.
Jacob Duffy walked out there and played an ODI by himself.
Jacob Duffy, there was one stage at the end of the day's play where they tried to move him to mid-wicket. He was moving like Matt Heath. Matt Heath with that club foot that he used to have. It was like,
Hagrid's bassoon.
So where were we sitting for next test then?
We did drop 2 catches, remember? And we also
did... the review situation?
Oh, yeah. We burned our reviews, and then there was one caught behind and one LBW, which we were 100% so out.
Yeah.
Which could have changed the game. And we might not be talking about what we're talking about now, but anyway.
Caught it gully off the ribcage review was coming back to haunt us by the time 5 o'clock rolled around, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So we're bringing in the roll-on deodorant.
Yep.
Michael Ray.
Yes.
Hell of a look.
Into the squad. I reckon chuck him straight in there.
He has to go in there.
Yeah.
We've got no choice.
Well, but also, like, how often does a player have their best figures in their career on debut? because there's not enough footage out there. People don't really know what to expect from them. I reckon he's right for it.
He will play because there's no. I mean, they got Folks, Duffy, him,
and they're okay. Have we heard from them?
No, but then you've got Phillips is potentially fit again, and Mitch will be back in. So in terms of a batting lineup,
yeah.
Oh, sorry, Tickner's in there.
Oh, of course,
Tickner will get a run.
But I think they'll have to. You have to play 4 seamers, and then they'll have Phillips as a spin option, Ravindra as a spin option, and I don't know if they'll try and fit Bracewell in. They'll get rid of. I think Young will probably have to get dropped.
I know he's always about 1 over away from a stress fracture or a side strain, Cole Jamieson, but where are we at with him?
He's still playing red ball. He's still playing Plunkett and part of this load management or whatever. But but come out and say, because this is what I'm hoping it is, we're keeping Kyle so he can play the big 3 next year. That's England, India, and Australia. We're just building him up for that.
Be transparent about that.
Just come out and say that, because at the moment he's playing Plunkett Shield, and I'm sitting there going,
we could do with that.
Wouldn't you rather? Because he's just as likely to tear his back in half.
Playing Plunkett. So it's going to be interesting. Wednesday it kicks off. West Indies will take some confidence that they've actually pretty much broken us with that draw in terms of bowling.
They've broken me.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I've had the wind taken out of my sails heading into watching the
It's Test cricket though.
I know.
Yeah,
we're too used to this Ashes shit.
Yeah, and T20s.
and T20s and everything like that. This is Test cricket, but I was not expecting it to go 5 days.
Nah, we just couldn't take wickets. It was really frustrating.
So frustrating. But anyway, we'll see. And base and reserve traditionally, first day, tricky. First couple of hours, tricky. Then it turns into another road of national significance.
What's Paul Ford up to? Is he going to get down there? Is he going to get the megaphone out?
Yeah,
start
hopefully.
Abusing some people?
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what he does.
That's good.
He doesn't. He's not allowed the megaphone. Obviously, that's
not anymore.
banned. But he doesn't need it.
Speaking of the Ashes, the Aussies pumped England by 8 wickets to take a 2-0 lead in the Ashes. Is the series over already? Was it a pumping?
Yes.
Could we do with some more cricket?
You know what? Before the Ashes, I was warming to the Australian team as a whole, thinking, Pat Cummins he's a good dude. Stoinis and Zampa and all those guys. Travis Head, you can't hate.
He's the spirit animal of most New Zealand cricket fans.
I've changed now. Having watched them prance around whenever they can't help themselves with England, and they just act like prats. And
Steve Smith going at Archer.
Yeah, now
how did you feel about that?
It's refueled my. It's actually good. It's refueled my fire.
Well, fast when there's nothing going on, champion.
Yeah, so that's he got a rocket past the face and said, "You bowl fast now when there's nothing on the line, champion."
Yeah, but in retaliation to that, I feel like Steve Smith chat shit when you're only on 150, mate. He's only the type of guy that starts chirping when he's batting well as well. So it was a little bit ironic to me.
I've heard that there's people you don't chirp because that just focuses them even more. One is Steve Smith.
Okay.
And apparently Brian Lara was the other.
Oh, yeah.
Where there was an unwritten rule. It's just like, don't engage. Don't engage, because if you engage, he fires up. He's like fucking Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan, if a guy had just farted in his general direction, he'd use that as a focus.
Oh, he'd make shit up.
Yeah.
He'd make lies up. I think one basketball player accused Dirk Nowitzki of dropping an N-bomb just to fire him. It's Kevin Garnett. And his teammates were like, dude, he didn't say that. He's just like, I know, but I need something. I need something to fire me out.
So apparently it's the same with Steve Smith. It's like, don't focus him in. He'd freak out. He's so on the spectrum, he'd probably freak out from silence more than people chirping.
Yeah.
But was he rubbing his tummy, old Archer, like mocking him that he was a bit of a fatty?
He is a bit of a fatty.
Do you know what?
He's not in great nick.
I had noticed that I feel like the rigs on some of these Aussie boys have, they've let themselves go slightly.
Well, I blame Vittori for that.
I agree.
He's not a big strength and conditioning. He's a big golfing kind of on the kind of having a few beers.
And I'm a massive fan of the muffin top. I just haven't seen it in the Aussie cricket team for a while, and I feel like the muffin top's coming back.
Once he sent that one past his head when he tried to ramp it, and then Smith hit the next one for 4.
Yeah.
And then as he was running past the march, I gave him a bit of a rub on the Buddha belly.
Oh.
And then that's when the chirping started.
He rubbed his belly.
He rubbed Smith's belly, yeah.
That's so good. That's so good. But the thing is, I can't deal with the amount of social media of former England players.
I know, they're losing their minds.
That's especially teeing off because Baz, and I quote, if anything, we train too much. We have 5 intense training sessions leading into this game, and that was too many. McCullum told the BBC.
That would have just been, that's purely,
gasoline on the fire, baby.
No, but that's McCullum just deflecting on behalf of the players.
Yeah, rightfully so.
And just say, I'll fucking take the heat. I'll come out there and say something. But did you see the English record in tests in Australia? They haven't won in 17 test matches. They've drawn like 3 of them and lost the rest. And then you've got all these players teeing off on them.
Well, this is the issue.
Who were getting bent over and humped in Australia as well.
You were there.
It's just they're playing a different style.
But the other thing about this...
It's fucking hard to win in Aussie.
Yes. And then also, this Aussie team's just better than the English team.
Yeah, I think
There's
so
not
too.
that many... I was watching these 2 dudes on social media last night going through, and they went team list for team list, batting order from the most recent test, and they said, would you have this guy or this guy? And there's about only one Pom that made the...
You'd probably put Stokes in there and Archer.
Yeah.
And that's probably about it.
That'll be about it. And then everyone else is Australian.
Well, if you're playing...
Joe Root, maybe over like Labuschagne or something like that. Depends if we're picking guys we want to hang out with. We're picking guys you want to play golf with. Then
Root seems like an alright dude.
Yeah,
he does seem alright.
Labuschagne I wouldn't want to hang out with.
No.
Him or Steve Smith?
Apparently a Marlboro Gold smoker, Joe Root, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah.
Labuschagne or Steve Smith? That's a great question.
I'd go Manus.
Would you?
I think I'd rather hang out with Manus as well.
I think Steve would be weirder and tell you where to shit if you got him.
What's that? What is that?
He was doing that thing with his hand.
Is that Marnie or Steve?
Steve Smith.
Oh, yeah.
When he took that catch and he went off for a big run around the boundary, it was like...
Well, he's got to lose weight. That's why he was running.
He's
getting his steps in. I think Manus. I don't know. There's something about Smith. I don't think he's up. I don't think you could take the piss out of Steve Smith. I think you could with Manus.
Yep.
Okay.
Well said.
I just think
that's the vibe I get from the test on Amazon, by the way.
Steve had better... I think it depends if you want to get stories out of them. I reckon Steve would just be so weird. He'd be so weird, and then you'd come away with it going... I just played 18 holes with Steve Smith. And you'd be like, oh, my God, what happened?
I could probably talk wrongins with Smith.
Yeah. Probably for full 18 holes, he'd probably talk wrongins.
Yeah. Just back of the hand.
Would you get him down on 2 knees?
I reckon I could. I reckon he's got that same sort of thing. Because when I asked Gary Stead that look of excitement flashed across his eyes that I see in Steve Smith when he bats.
Did you see... New Zealand cricket CEO Scott Winnick has he's been stood down on leave.
Talk me through this.
Yes.
Listen to the BYC podcast that's out today because Cleaver's got way more inside oil there. But I mean, James McConey came off the back fence about it yesterday in defence of Winnick and New Zealand cricket. It wasn't until afterwards that I discovered that who was the last person who got paid by New Zealand cricket in the last 3 months?
James McConey.
Yes, because he filmed a documentary.
Right.
So he came out swinging for that and tried to shat all over the NZ20, which he's got the right to do. Maybe James McConey's got to have an opinion, but I don't agree. I'm fucking all for it. We're going to do something. We're going to make some sort of change.
Yeah.
We can't just keep doing the Super Smash and just moaning about everyone else's competitions. And all the players will just sign on the other competitions when we lose them anyway.
Yeah, and why is Scott Winnick being stood down off the back of this?
The board apparently have just put him on leave while they sort this all out. Because the board, I think, may have lost... The rumours they may have lost confidence in him. But the board are obviously elected by all of them.
Sounds like it if they've done this.
But the board are basically beholden to the associations, so your northern districts.
It's always so funny to me when it always seems to happen at these high level, if you're on the building site and you're like, fuck, I've lost confidence in the foreman. You don't really get to just oust them, You just got to suck it up and keep working with the bastard.
But I'm sure if they gathered together, the whole site went, fuck this guy.
We've lost... It is our opinion as the Union of Labourers here on this site that we've lost confidence
with Manaia.
Yeah. And they were like, all right, we're going to place them on full paid leave. And it's always the full paid leave and then...
payout.
And then the payout. The fucking Tigers chairman's just got it.
Yeah, I know. But the thing is...
7 figures he got.
Whoo!
They suck.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if this is a 7-figure if he gets a payout as
well. Oh my God, how the hell, why? We need to be getting into, Lane, need to be getting into this line of work. You should be, what are you fucking around with these half-assed podcasts and go
That's true, actually, and I could use the ACC, the commercial model where you sign them up and then they pull out and you still have to pay you.
The pump and dump.
Yeah, the pump and dump. They're like, yeah, we'd love to work with the ACC. Whoa. Fuck, we didn't realise that. Hey, keep the money. Just don't mention us again.
Yeah.
Okay, the BYC are out this afternoon with Dylan Cleaver and Paul Stewart.
Yes, and Dylan Cleaver has got some great inside oil around like the open letter and who that was instigated by.
Okay,
and all
fantastic.
It's the Disgruntled Former Players Association, it's called. And basically, it's funny that
journalism.
But would that
Disgruntled
just
Former Players
Association? Yeah. So basically, with these guys, they're from a certain generation, and it's pretty easy to pick why they're disgruntled. because it's the generation in which they missed out on all the money. All the money.
The DFPA.
And the DFPA,
The Brook Boys.
and they were pretty good at it's that kind of late 80s, early 90s. It's all of that era who are just
right there.
Who are just right, and they're like, you need to save cricket. We played cricket for the love of it.
But those same dudes were the guys going, T20's a fucking abomination.
Yeah.
No one's in, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So swings and roundabouts.
So there you go. They're the ones that are trying to stop this NZ20 because they're quite happy with the Super Smash, these guys,
That's right.
apparently.
The best thing for the Super Smash was when it was on TV. And all of a sudden you knew all the players. Now you're watching it as a commentator. You get to watch their commentators and go, shit, I'm all right.
Anyway, tune into those guys because Cleaver's got the oil on that.
We'll take a break and we'll come back and discuss some oval ball footy and some round ball footy.
Rightio, Black Clash is coming up. It's in January. The ACC and Export Ultra Party Zone. It's sold out.
Thank
It
God.
is sold out. That is going to be a hell of a time. Mash, you'll be up the front leading the lizards up
Haka?
in there.
I can't wait.
Leading the haka.
Yeah, the shoot will be coming off at some stage and we'll be leading a haka. No, look, I'm fizzing for it. We spent, 3-4 hours last week packing some goodie bags.
Yes, and the
For
goodie.
every single member of the Export Party Zone.
I tell you what, the goodie bags. You get shirts, you get sunglasses, you get a hat, and you
Slip,
get drink
slop, slap, and
vouchers.
rap.
Mate, you get the whole shaboozle. It's well worth it. But those are sold out, so you can't come.
Suck on that.
Shame.
But
Lose
we've still got a chance to win tickets to the party zone.
Oh, there you go.
So there you go. These are the only way you can get them is to win.
I'm not
them.
packing
Okay.
any more bags, mate.
Hold on. Can I double check something with you, Lane? So where is it the Bay Oval this year?
Yes.
Have you double checked that the ACC Party Zone doesn't cross over with any other allocated seating arrangements?
Yes.
Because
Yeah,
last year, we addressed what happened last year.
Last year that is Christchurch Council and who run the Hagley Oval said, no, we've worked it out that we can fit 700 people in this area. It said, and then when we fit everyone in, everyone else in the whole ground has got like a metre around them, and then we're just packed in like
Yes.
sardines. No,
With who? Who else was packed in there with you?
Look, there were some members of the crowd that decided to start wheeling themselves in on four wheels.
That they had parked the ACC Party Zone in with the wheelchair accessible zone, and they hadn't checked that the same. Because that's where these people. That's easiest way to get into the ground, and they can roll straight.
Yeah.
Excuse the pun. Straight into the front row, and they
Yeah.
sit there, and they sit there every game, and they're there every game as well. They're like, "This is our season tickets." Who the hell are these 700 lizards that have just come in with us? And we were just like, dude, why did you?
mate,
Dude,
this
why
is,
didn't you tell
this is
them
not
or
up. Yeah,
us?
this is not up to us. This
No,
is
no.
this is they've learnt their lesson.
Yeah, hopefully.
But Mount Maunganui, the team who run the joint down there, they're
Zealanders.
great New Zealanders. They're well and truly onto it. So
I forgot about that.
So
double
text
booking.
party if you want to win these tickets. Party to 3236 and join us at the Black Clash. It is a fucking great time,
Oh, it's such a good weekend.
and it's a model for what the NZ20 could be.
Yeah,
Oh, you well said.
that's a great point.
The All Blacks home schedule has been released for 2026. The fixture that stands out is the All Blacks versus Ireland at Eden Park in July as part of that new punishing World Championship wounded.
I don't think it's punishing.
Hell of a lot going on.
Look at
Well,
the
that's just Joe
look at the
Jury's
s-
words. Don't come at me.
Look at the
I've run
state.
Burgundied.
Look at the state of these games. Like there's so
There's a
many
hell
games.
of a lot of good games in there.
So we start in July
Yep.
with a bit of Froggies in Christchurch
Bit of
at the new stadium. Then we go Italy in Welly. Then we go Ireland at Eden Park. And then we go
The Stormers in
Stormers
Cape
in
Town. What
Cape
the fuck?
Town. Just throw that in there. The Sharks.
Are the All Blacks playing the Stormers?
Yeah, because it's the full tour of South Africa.
Oh,
This
and
is
then
the-
we're going to go to KwaZulu-Natal and play the Jocks.
and we play the Sharks in Durban. And then we play
the Lions.
the Bulls.
What happened to the Cheetahs, man?
It's a fucking throwback seeing all these team logos.
But it's great because this is like a 4 or 5 week tour of South Africa. So then we play South Africa, then we Lions midweek, South Africa.
Bring back the Super 14.
South Africa at a venue TBC, which is probably going to be Twickenham. And then we play Aussie back in Eden Park.
Yo.
Then we play Australia over in Sydney. Then we play Scotland probably in Scotland, Wales probably in Wales, England probably in England, and then the final of the series. So it's a hell of an international season.
So it goes from the 4th of July all the way through till hopefully the 30th of November.
Yeah, for the final of that competition. It's the first year of this rugby
What's this one
World
called?
Championship.
World Championship. And then what's so we still doing the Rugby Championship?
Nah, bold.
No?
No,
Tri
no.
Nations?
Every
Nah.
second year or some shit.
No,
are we
every
going to do the
second
Rugby
year we do that
Championship?
now, and we do this wound every second year. It's good for if you like international footy. Fuck.
Yeah, some great games, but man, they can convolute a tournament.
Yeah, but the South African tour in the middle of it, that's the one that's going to be great.
Well, we were talking about this morning on the show. We were saying, I'd love to go to the Serengeti.
Well, could be a export beer garden safari.
I mean, taking the Export Ultra Beer Garden tour on safari would be a hell of a trip, wouldn't it?
Hell yeah.
And what just coincidentally kind of,
Well, look, if
run it at a similar time.
If we happen to be in KwaZulu-Natal at the same time, bro,
you might as well go.
we'd have a lekkata.
Oh my god!
You could get a fucking bookie.
But I bookie. I might get killed over there.
Yeah, you might.
I'd
say so.
You might have to zip up the accent for just a couple of weeks. Okay, footy. Auckland FC absolutely pumped the Phoenix once again. 3-1.
That's going to be a tough way back for the Wellington Phoenix to try and get over this.
A red card for the Wellington Phoenix didn't help, and then there was a hell of a goal from Alex Roof outside the box. Nephew of your great mate, G Lane. But yeah, enough said about that. Really,
I feel for Phoenix fans because they've been much maligned. Soccer's sort of had been a forgotten sport in this country, at least at the professional level. I know it's the most played sport nationwide, but then all of a sudden Auckland shows up and everyone starts jumping on that bandwagon. They're like, "What the fuck? We've been here for so long." And now you guys
been in Wellington, though.
I know, so you're going to jump on the bandwagon there, and then worst case scenario, the new bandwagon team pumps you over and over and over and over again. It just couldn't go any worse for them.
Yeah, they're pounding their dick into the ground.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And FIFA, the World Cup.
Yep.
We're in Group G.
Yeah.
What's up, G?
G for Gabby.
And I don't mind it. Belgium obviously is the team that'll probably top that group.
Yeah.
But then you got Egypt and Iran.
Yes, I don't know anyone that plays for Iran. Obviously, the only real contributor to Egypt is Mo Salah.
Yeah, but he's kind of quite old now, isn't he?
He is. I mean, he had a hell of a season last year, and Liverpool was shot this year. But I mean, I imagine, is it one of those tournaments where top two qualifiers?
Yes, top two go through.
I think it's going to be Egypt, Belgium, but we are in with a sniff.
Totally, it's better than. But I was talking to a few people who were a bit angry that we're not. They'd prefer to see us in a pool with like Argentina or Brazil.
Yeah.
Well, because it means it guarantees an absolute, a ripper of a game.
Yeah. It gives us a chance of that Italy 2010 draw.
Yeah, that's right.
So
first game's
in LA, and then the next two are up in Canada.
Yeah. New seeding system for the World Cup. I'm not going to harp on about it for too long, but unfortunately, it has resulted in they've seeded pools for the first time. So there aren't a hell of a lot of good games in pool play. Like you're going to be waiting for quarters and semis until you see your Portugals versus France's or your Spain's versus your whatever.
New Zealand.
So they, or
is there a chance if we beat Iran that they nuke us? Is there any?
I think we should be concerned about that.
Could that happen? I don't think that they're. I mean, if you're in North Korea, that's probably more of a concern.
Yeah, okay.
I think Iran are not that. I mean, if it's America, yeah, sure.
Yeah,
but
right.
They're laser focused on the Americans.
They're not going to waste the nuke on us.
Nah, hell no. So unless they got an old one that's maybe expired.
Remember when Shoaib Akhtar threatened nuclear annihilation against us because the Pakistani team broke COVID protocols?
In hindsight, feels dramatic.
I mean, what gives me the fear is that he's only a couple of phone calls away, at the time, to someone with the button, because I think 100%. Imran Khan was Prime Minister at that stage. So he probably could have texted him and said, do it.
All right, do it.
Nuke
Right, let's take a break and come back with a few yours pleases.
There's heaps.
There's 7 of them.
Yours, please. Brought to you by Export Ultra.
Actually, 2 things before we crank this up. The first is if you haven't saved us as a preset on your iHeartradio app yet, make sure you do so.
Yeah, if you
get us up there.
If you're listening on iHeart, just do one thing, okay? You get this for free into your face every day.
Yep.
Just press that preset button, stick us to the top there, just so we can reach our KPIs and be able to go on holiday.
Yep. And second thing, while you're there, just hit that microphone button, send us a 30-second message, and we can then hopefully either respond, answer, or discuss. First one, yours, please.
Hi, boys.
Oh!
First time voice noter, long time listener. So the TAB opens the odds yet on when Baz is getting fired as test coach?
Oh.
Love you. Back from Canterbury. All the rest of Canterbury.
Oh, okay. Not a big North Canterbury fan.
Spy?
It's one of those things. If England had won these first 2 and they won the Ashes, he would have been knighted.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
The fact that...
Keep in mind his record is unreal in Test cricket, other than an Aussie, right?
Yeah. So
he ain't getting fired.
It's not over.
Nah.
It's not over. Piers Morgan said they're going to win 3-2.
Piers Morgan needs to get his cock out of it.
Why is Piers Morgan even weighing in on
No,
any
who
of
gives a
this?
fuck what Piers Morgan now?
Jeez,
What does Andrew Tate think?
He looms so large over this
does the
Ashes series
Liver
for some
King
reason,
think?
eh?
What does the Liver King think of his Ashes?
What does oh no, he's
Yeah, but Bears ain't getting sacked.
No, I don't think so. I don't think they're second.
I think he would leave before he got sacked.
Can you imagine a situation where you had to fire Bears, like come into my office?
Yep.
You just look into his soul and you'd go, actually, I'm not doing that. I don't think anyone could ever possibly fire him. Yeah, what were you going to say there?
No, I was,
No, where were you going with that?
No, his last job.
He got sacked.
Yep. Okay. And how did that go?
I can't remember.
Okay. Right.
He took me out his radio job.
I'll take it all back. Then you can fire him.
He actually didn't get sacked. He
got paid more to go do something
got
else.
a way better job.
Yeah, coaching
a
England.
way better job.
Okay.
I think he. Actually,
They're not sacking him. I also think when you hire someone like him, if you're the decision maker, you're so pot committed at that point.
Yeah.
You have gone against the grain to go, we're going Bazball here. You're too committed. You're never going to sack him because that means you're gone too, whoever decided to hire him.
Because what happens if England turn around and win the T20 World Cup in India?
Yeah.
In January.
Well, this is the thing. You've bought into the high. England cricket have bought into the highs and lows approach, and there's going to be some big highs,
But
and there's
they've
going to be a couple of deep.
They're suffering.
lows.
They're suffering also from the disgruntled former players association.
Yeah, you're also right.
Yeah,
the DFPA.
When
the
it's
DFPA.
DFPA needs to be fucking put down.
Bazball, as we always say, when it goes wrong, it looks really, really bad.
Yes.
And it's very easy for crusty old DFPAs to come out and shit on them.
Yeah.
But I don't think he'd get sacked.
Now, I take back. He wouldn't resign. He would just get a payout.
Yeah.
You want me to go?
High level payout.
Yeah, just give me enough to keep the stables afloat for another couple of months.
Yeah.
I think the best analysis of this is I saw a tweet from someone who had all these angry English players with like Nasser Hussain and all that saying, this is disgraceful. And underneath it was just like, the 2019 World Cup revenge is going well.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, nice.
That is good. Okay, next one. Yours, please.
Hello, lads.
G'day.
Just finished watching Australia absolutely finger England in the Ashes, standard. But how much of a fucking flog was Steve Smith at the end?
Yeah.
God, he's a wanker, eh?
Oh, yeah.
Fucking cockhead. Anyway, old Sandpaper McGee.
See, this is what the Ashes have done, because everyone was kind of ready to forgive and forget, and everyone was feeling a bit sorry for Steve Smith because he's a cricket nuffy and he cheated and he cried on TV. So, but now he's just massively wound everyone up back the wrong way. Now everyone's full circle and hating him again.
I don't quite understand what it's. His circle of life makes no sense to me. Like he you shit on him, and then he enjoys being the victim, and then he starts fucking like. Yeah, it's really weird the way he acts. I don't quite understand why he goes about his business like this. Like, does he feel like maybe he was the underdog in the situation? Because the way he acted afterwards was like the world was against him.
The victim.
Yeah. And I was like, brother,
You sandpapered the ball.
everyone knows you're good at cricket, my bro.
Just chill.
Just chill the fuck out.
I think he's one of those dudes. This is why I'd go
Like,
minus.
no
over
one
Steve
thought you were
Smith.
shit, and I think he thinks that people might think that we're all thinking shit or something.
No, we just think he's a cheater.
Yeah, we just think he's a bit of a
And
loser.
after seeing him cry on the telly, a bit of a bitch. But I think.
Oh, yeah, it has put a bit of weight on it, you know. So
I mean, look at that picture.
I'm
It's
not
looking
going
right
to
at
hold
you.
that against
Looking
him.
right at you.
Yeah, no, exactly. Well, this is the thing. You're crying about you cheating. And I know this is almost a decade old now at this point, but it's still like, what sympathy do you want? You cheated.
And now he's the captain, and he's thinking that everyone's going to love him.
Yeah.
And he's a captain by default as well, because otherwise it would be Cumdog
It'd be
Millionaire.
Cumdog Millionaire.
Yeah.
But I think.
Do you think he would have behaved like a twat if Cumdog was out there?
I don't know if he would have, man. I don't know if he. I don't think he would have. I think the cum dog has got more class than that.
I don't know. I think Steve Smith is Steve Smith is Steve Smith. I think he's going to just be. I think what it is it's awkward shit talk is what it is.
Is that what it
he's
is?
just a
Yeah.
little bit awkward
He
and
doesn't
he's
quite know how
fired
to
up,
do it,
heat of
yeah.
the battle.
Yeah.
But I will say I was watching a replay of it with the Australian commentary over the top, and Ponting made the exact same call just before Steve Smith did in commentary.
Well, that checks out though.
Because they were looking at the speed radar, and he's just like, geez, it's getting pretty quick considering the game's over. And then, like a couple of balls later, Steve Smith goes, "Oh, you bail pretty quick. There's another line, champ." I reckon. By the way, complete side side note, I reckon Ricky Ponting's one of the better analysts the game's got.
You don't like David Warner?
I think David Warner is.
David Warner's great.
I think I thought I just need to get some. Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, exactly.
And why have they made him mainly focus on the bowling? Have you noticed that? Like every now and again they'll cut to the commentary booth and he's like holding the seam position up.
Yeah,
and he's
totally.
like, so what he's trying to do here is he's just trying to get that one to float back across the
absolutely.
right-hander.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fucking
Yeah, absolutely.
hell.
You need to score some runs here, Australia.
Yeah.
No,
Thanks, mate.
I agree with you. Steve Smith, that sledge was not what he wanted to say.
No.
He wanted to, why are you bowling fast when there's nothing on the line, champion?
Yeah.
But
He just
said,
couldn't quite get it.
You bowl fast, you're not on champion.
Yeah.
It was like a kid running down the hill.
Dude, we've all been in that situation.
Yeah.
You're getting a bit heated and you're like, yeah, well, bloody fuck you.
In hindsight, you're like, I was supposed to say
I
this.
meant. Yeah. I mean, I do it daily on every broadcast I'm on.
Yeah, he was close.
Next one.
Came from Christchurch here.
Gotta come in.
Spent another morning in the old kids' swimming lesson. God, it felt worse even though not drinking last night. I don't know why. Just saw 2 dads as well. Looked like they wanted to end it all.
Yep.
And then got 3 kids' birthday parties today. But, we do it for the love. And love of the Red Bull, because it's getting me several days off to go watch the test match this week.
Nice.
God, it's good to have test cricket back. Anyway, hooroo.
All right. Oh, thanks, Cam.
Not really much of a question. That's
That was
just a cry
just
for
a
help,
nice-
wasn't it?
That's all right.
Yeah.
That's what we're here for.
So a Dory chicken?
Also, how many swim lessons would equal going to the Boxing Day test next year?
Ooh.
Just curious.
Or double
You need
digits.
to come up with some sort of conversion chart for
Yeah.
chores to getting the week off. If you guys spin one up, that'd be good.
Yep. Cam, you're not going to like this.
Oh, no.
It's a full year. It's a full year.
Uh,
It's a full year of Saturday mornings. I'm sorry, mate. You can't do a month like in March and then say, I've got a week off. You're going to have to.
You couldn't do session for session?
Nah,
one
sorry.
swimming session, one session of cricket?
No, it's not good use,
Hey,
mate.
baby, remember those 2 swimming lessons I went to on
Yeah.
the Sunday morning in the middle of July?
Yeah, that's just going to be like with your own child.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And never say babysitting in front of your mother or your children as well. Babysitting, your kids, your own children. You mean fathering, you mean parenting, and like you get that. You make that mistake 2 or 3 times, and then you learn to not say that in front of your partner. But with your mates, you're like, oh, fuck, I can't come to golf. I'm fucking babysitting. And they're like, oh, stink. Whereas don't ever do it in front of a woman.
Yeah.
Is there a one-off or something that you would only have to do 2 or 3 times to earn you an entire Boxing Day test match trip?
Would depend on the age of the kids, wouldn't it? Because if you're leaving...
Is there a favour that large?
I think you could go away on a school camp or some sort of sports camp. I think that is
I like this.
You'd have to do a couple of them. You'd have to really throw yourself out there for that one.
Like do the fundraising,
Yes.
run the admin,
I reckon
drive the van.
And you know
You'll
what?
be washing the cars on your own,
I'll
mate.
throw this. Join the PTA.
Oh!
That'll get you. Join the PTA or something like that.
Does that get brownies at home, does it, if you join the PTA?
Yeah, because that means they don't have to.
Yeah, right.
So
And
like
you look
you've
involved,
fallen on that
engaged in your
sword.
kid's life, yeah.
You've fallen on that one. That's potentially one that'll get you there.
Okay.
But a full year of swimming lessons should get you there. But
Okay.
it's not a one. You can't do 6 to 6 hours or whatever.
No, it's
Oh,
not
well.
session for session.
Yeah. Or just get divorced.
Oh!
It's
Yeah.
easier.
And then just make sure your week off is when the test is on. Yeah, I mean, it's a nuclear
that's
option.
a good idea.
That is a nuclear option.
Yeah, if you run the week on, week off
Yeah.
situation, then
Just-
you make sure
If
you can...
you can work the timing out now. If
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
break up in January,
Yeah.
work out the week on, week off from now all the way through.
Yeah.
And then right after the last ball, you just go, you know what? I've actually come around. And I'm sorry for what I did. And I will change.
But also that might make you look like a champion as well, because often, divorced parents, they have to split their kids up across, a half day on
Yeah.
Christmas. So you could even opt for the, hey, I'll take them for the morning, all that stuff. And then all of a sudden, you go, actually, there you go, darling. Well, not darling anymore, but,
Take the kids to the Boxing Day test.
No, that's a silly idea.
No.
Fuck up, Joe.
Next one. Yours, please.
4 a.m. Lando's won the World Championship. Fucking stoked. But if Matt Heath starts talking about Nico Hulkenberg, or trying to pronounce it like Danny Ricciardo, I'm going to fly up to Auckland and take out his kneecap so he can't do a marathon anymore. Drop it, mate. Move on. Cheers, boys.
That's the best talkback for atmosphere.
Oh, my God.
The
I
birds
felt like...
chirping?
Dude.
Yeah, that sounded like me coming home at 6 a.m. after a massive night out.
Oh, but it was like I felt like I was in close-in native bush. That was the most delightful natural bushwalk I've taken in the last week. And I went and saw Tane Mahuta like 48 hours ago. It was delightful.
But yes, you can come up and kneecap Heath anytime you want, but he's kneecapped himself because he's broken his toe running a marathon. He's got such a club foot that he clubbed it into the core of the earth and broke it during the
he seems like he might be about 2 k's away from a bunion. A bunion's even still a thing.
Yeah. My great auntie lost a toe to a bunion.
Oh, what is a bunion? Is a bunion like a club foot or not? Is it a growth on the side of it?
It's like a hammer toe.
Yeah, it's like a growth, isn't it?
It's when you
maybe not a bunion.
The bone will cut and then the toe bends right back in.
So what's
He's
Matty
broken his toe just from pounding it because he's got such flat feet. He's just pounded his toe into the core of the earth during that marathon and broke it. He thought he had gout, and then went and got a scan and they're like, no, you've broken your toe.
Good God. Next one. Yours, please.
Yeah, go lads. Just before 10 o'clock at night on a Saturday, great day, and reporting in.
Nice.
Just want to say, G Lane, mate, you were right. You need to go hard early.
Yes.
Get those 3 in the first hour.
Yeah.
And taper it back from there. You set me up pretty well to get to 8 o'clock. Unfortunately, I fell behind the pace. Found myself at 10 o'clock. I survived. Well done. Thanks, mate.
Oh, good man.
Yeah, there we go. So, because on Saturday, obviously, the last day of the Test match, great day, beautiful day around the country, close to 30 degrees everywhere, and we had people sending in their rates of consumption and how they approach the day, and I got a bit of feedback on my approach, which is go hard early. Like it's an 800-meter race where you sprint the first 400, and then you walk,
see how you go,
and then you walk the rest. But my suggestion was 3, 2, 2, and then 1 till 8 o'clock. So start at midday, 3, 2, 2, so you get like
3 underway straight off the rip. That's key.
Yeah, and 7 out of the way early, and then you're just 1 an hour.
Definitely. That was always my approach. Crate Day was always round at our flat in Timaru. I prepared myself one day. I was already pissed by the time I was doing this, but like an emergency pack. I had Panadols, antihistamines, sticking plasters, fish oil tablets, and Scroggin. That bitch melted.
Wow.
Scroggin? Yeah. What are you doing? Like you're going for a bushwalk.
Yeah,
I like it.
So I was approaching it like it was a nature walk. But of course the fucking Scroggin melted all through that thing, and then some of the fish oil tablets burst.
Oh, gross.
One of the most disgusting things. And my last memory from that was I stubbed my toe and someone put the end of a cob loaf on it to stop the bleeding. That's my last memory of that Crate Day.
The first Crate Day I ever did was at university, and I didn't quite understand the level of amount of alcohol we were about to kind of undertake, and we organised a pre-drink. We come around for a pre-drink.
You did pre-drink.
So we had a couple of cruises beforehand, and then we were fucking face down by about 3 beers in.
Well,
and it was a disaster. So I never made that mistake again. So I should have gone the Scroggin route.
Everyone's on the belief that Crate Day is a relatively new initiative, but it's been around Cleaver at university, which is a good 25 years ago.
As in Dylan Cleaver?
Yeah. At Massey, and the Fits down there used to actually host the Crate Day.
Yeah, right.
And he had a great yarn where you pay your like $50, and you would get a seat with your name on it or whatever, and a guy would come around and deliver you your crate every hour and knock the top off it for you and put it down there. And if you haven't finished your bottle, you had the opportunity to finish it. Otherwise, you would just biffed off the table.
Love it.
And then they would monitor it top of every hour. They'd bring it around. It was all part of it, and you prepay it all. So
how many bottles is it?
12.
Times have changed.
Times have changed.
We tried at university during Rio Week, which is halfway through the year, to do like a crate. Rio Week, yeah.
I love Rio. You go, you have orientation, then you have a term, then you go home, and you might forget. So you have a reorientation.
We needed to refamiliarise ourselves, and we set out to finish a crate in a day. And for every day we didn't finish it, we had to come back the next day with a fresh crate and whatever we'd hadn't finished it the day before. And it took us a whole week before we bailed on it. And by that stage, we had so many crates that we built our furniture for the rest of the year out of the leftover crates.
I could see the mentality of what you were thinking, but
it's like
it would have got harder and harder as well.
It's like rugby training.
Yeah, the hangovers, mate.
Yeah, if you don't get back and forth in your Henny Muller or whatever in time, then you got to do it again until you get it.
Beep test of great days.
It was, yeah.
Well, it sounds like the kind of hole-in-one challenge we did. As the time went on, the worse we got.
Yeah. And you think it's just going to be just as easy.
No.
But
when you're
exactly
no sleep and you're a sweaty handicapper.
One of my flatmates was doing fucking chemistry or biology or some sort of science. He brought his mates around from the course, and one of them shat on the floor of the bathroom. We were like, all right,
okay, now
that's enough. Cut the great thing off.
Next
Cut
one.
the stream. Yeah. Cut the stream.
Yours, please.
Just on the back of the Canterbury clothing brand collaboration.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking chuck that C in there. Just giving me PTSD to going home to parent, because a sailor went to CCC to see what he could CCC, and all he could CCC was the bottom of the CCC. The Wiggles! Yeah, you tell us some stories about that, G Lane. You know, I love you fuckers.
I heard.
I'm unsure what to make of that.
Well, he's come up with a jingle for you.
Oh, okay.
Is what it is.
Yeah, right.
So what was it was the Canterbury Clothing Company collective commentary.
Yeah, so we're going to try and do some retro jerseys, and the ugly jerseys are the retro.
I just bought one.
Yeah. So we're going to try and do an ACC retro, and then I'm keen to get some old retro league jerseys, and I was thinking,
with the V.
Yeah, but like North Sydney, so there it's in the ACC colours, like North Sydney Bears, because it's the white, red, and black.
Yeah, I've pretty much just bought that almost exact.
Are they already available? If we missed the boat?
No. It was just a Canterbury clothing company.
I think I've seen that one. It's the red and black one, eh?
Yeah, people are always like, is that a North Sydney Bears?
Yeah.
No.
I reckon we can design one up, but the ugly shirts, because the uglier it looks, it needs to be the full cotton sack as well. Like
20 kilos, 40 dripping wet.
None of the synthetic, like tight around the titties and guts situation which everyone rolls these days.
Yeah, old school.
Yeah.
Fuck, this is a yarn for another day, but teams need to stop doing that. Like, can we stop giving regular people the same jersey fit as the professional athletes that play the sport? I want to buy an All Blacks jersey that does not fit skin tight around the
they make
boobs, hug the handles, and fucking...
The last World Cup, they did a good job of that. They put out
polos,
the legit ones. Yeah.
I've seen the polos look quite good.
Yeah, I've got one of those. But yeah, you're 100% right. And then the Warriors are a shocker for it, man.
Oh,
know your fan base. We don't look like that.
They want to.
Well, we want to. Trust me, I wish I looked like, Rocco Berry in that thing. I don't.
Have we got 3 or so left? Oh, thank God, one more.
Hey, don't thank God. We appreciate these.
Oh no, don't get it confused. We appreciate them. I've just, been here a long time. Next one, yours, please.
It's fucking 10 in the morning.
You had yesterday off, you lazy piece of shit.
I've been here since 5.
So did you, mate.
No, I didn't. I was here, mate.
Oh, where was the podcast?
I was doing. We can start. Do you want to have this fight on here? I was here recording a podcast with Kieran Reid. You jumped up, little cunt.
Next one, yours, please.
Okay. Is this a nature walk?
Yeah, that's another one.
Is that on a beach? It sounds like soft sand.
Gravel?
Into shells.
Sounds like a gravel walkway around my house.
Is that a caged bird?
Oh, they're walking around with a bird in a cage.
Yeah. Yeah. Interesting.
Butt dial.
That was a good way of finishing it, though.
Yeah, it was.
It was a good way. You can't butt dial these. That's intentional. You can't press the button on a talkback unintentionally.
Talented.
All right,
then. Tomorrow the cricket starts.
Oh yeah, we'll be back for a bit of a preview of the cricket tomorrow.
11 o'clock.
Again, fucking the BYC out this afternoon. If you want to go deep with DC on the Scott Weenack drama.
Oh yeah.
Don't go deep with DC.
Yeah.
Hard not to. All right.
You've been listening to the ACC's Agenda podcast, brought to you by Export Ultra. For more episodes, like and follow on iHeartradio or wherever you get your podcasts.